Welcome back. Now we answer questions we've received from you, our viewer. If you have a question, visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com. Dr. Shabir, the question is about a contradiction in the Quran, potential contradiction. So is there a contradiction in the Quran when it says in 2055 that human beings are created from soil, and in 2130 that everything is created from water? So two different verses saying two different things.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you're mentioning the verse numbers there, not the year numbers, right? It sounds like we're going into a futuristic
chapter 20,
movie
verse
here.
55, and chapter 21, verse 30.
Yes, I got you. Okay, just playing with you there. All right, so when we're looking at any literature, whether the Quran, the Bible, or non-sacred literature, then we, unless we imagine the author to be some a very incompetent writer, we try to see what the author might have meant by this, by reconciling what is mentioned in one place with the other place, if some reconciliation is reasonable. And in this case, the reconciliation is reasonable because it could be that initially God created everything from water, meaning that God initiated the entire creation out of water. For example, in the book of Genesis, it says that when God began the creation of the heavens and the earth, there was just water, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the water. And in the Quran, it says, وَكَانَ عَرْشُهُ عَلَى الْمَاءِ. His throne was on the water. So then, if you ask where did everything come from, well, it either comes directly out of God or it comes out of the water. That's a natural conclusion. So the Quran seems to be going with that everything is created out of water. So there's a watery origin. It could also be that human beings, by water, like there's another verse which was not mentioned in the question, that says in the 25th chapter of the Quran, هُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَ مِنَ الْمَاءِ بَشَرًا. He created human beings from water. But the water here could be what is mentioned elsewhere in the Quran, in several verses, that God created us from a nutfa, which is a tiny drop of liquid. Of liquidy substance. This is mentioned in the 23rd chapter of the Quran, the 39th chapter of the Quran, just to name two of them, even the 22nd chapter of the Quran. That's three of them already. So the Quran seems to have all of this in view, that God created human beings from clay and from soil, maybe referring here to the Genesis account where Adam was created from the soil of the earth. And then fashion molded by God. So what we see here is that different stages are being mentioned, and in different ways. It's like almost like somebody asks you about a nice cookie that you made. What is this made from? You say flour, which is correct. But if somebody says, well, give me the recipe, then you're going to give them all of the ingredients in great detail. So it seems like some verses of the Quran are giving us, like in great detail, these are the stages, the steps through which human beings are created. Some are saying it in a very precise form or at a grand scale. So saying that all things are created out of water, and even human beings are created from a liquid state. But there are also details in which the human baby develops in the womb of the mother from one stage to another. Mm-hmm. So there's no contradiction between the two things. Yes, we are created from water, like all of creation initially. And we are also created from clay if we think about the biblical story of Adam being created and then we following from Adam.
So it's not in a literal sense necessarily.
No, and it doesn't have to be interpreted in a way that will, lead to a contradiction. As we would do with any piece of literature, we would interpret it as coming from an intelligent writer, and we would ask, what does the writer mean by saying it the two different ways?
All right, thank you for that, Dr. Shabir.
You're welcome.
On behalf of Let the Quran Speak, I want to say thank you. You've helped us become the most widely watched Muslim TV show in Canada. I want to appeal to you to continue to support us. You can visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com. We also accept e-transfers to iGive@QuranSpeaks.com. And we're now on Patreon, so you can make a monthly contribution. May God bless you and your loved ones today and always.